Well, I think that for me, the death of a loved one has been a powerful motivator, and I've been a caregiver to my mother, my father, my husband, and a sister, and one of my lifelong friends. And through those experiences, I realized that it's just critically important that people have their plans in place before any kind of a crisis mode. You know, this important information needs to be kind of woven into our social fabric. There's this common assumption that this sort of planning is for the gray hair and those who are already diagnosed with a serious or terminal illness, when in fact, these conversations and the planning should be for all adults 18 years and older, because you never know when accident or illness is going to occur. And you know, and the other thing is that when young people are transitioning from, you know, like high school to, you know, college or into a community college or, you know, work, whatever, sometimes they're away from home. They're away from people who know them. And if they were in an accident or came down with an illness and ended up in a crisis situation, who's going to speak for them? Who's going to know what they would want or not want? So many of us who are passionate about this feel like we have to start talking about it when kids are little. And then by the time they're 18, they'll be ready to make their own plans. If they don't have their plans in place and they haven't had any conversation with their family or their friends or their professional care providers, people don't know what they want. And the survivors very often suffer from PTSD if they have to make the decision to withdraw life support. They could have prolonged, very difficult and complicated grief. There can be chaos in a family. It can actually tear families apart, because sometimes like the mother or the father or the sister or brother, they're in the ICU, and there have been no conversations. And the family gathers, and they get into conflict, and sometimes it descends into chaos. So there's a lot of things that can happen that many of us haven't given any thought to, and so we should look on these times as an opportunity to change that.